What's good, y'all? It's your girl Raina, and this reading is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This reading may or may not resonate. It is general, but if it does, please like, share, and subscribe. Well, right now it look like the ball done dropped. The illusion done came to light. Something is like changing. There's a tower moment. Okay, things have been shaken up, whether it's been a physical one, something external or internal, but somebody's tower is coming down. It could be a matters of love, matters of the heart. Somebody could be having an emotional breakdown right now. Maybe you were hung up emotionally on somebody from the past. Maybe your emotions were blinding you, but the tower is coming down. Okay, this love situation is coming down. You could be dealing with your husband or your child's father. But I could tell you this: the situation wasn't on a solid foundation, because the Emperor here is like there's no stability, there's no security here. This person wasn't doing what they were supposed to do. Somebody doesn't have control over their emotions either. Somebody may have been reckless. You have here the Lovers card. This is about making decisions, important decisions, learning life lessons. This is matters of the heart. And maybe one wasn't being practical. Maybe one wasn't being this can also be done with your career also. Maybe when it comes to your career, you maybe have been not doing things you loved. Maybe you were just doing things for money to provide, and maybe that shit is coming down. Could be some secrets being revealed, or this love affair is being revealed. Maybe you found out your husband has a mistress, or shit, you could be even a fucking mistress. You just are in love with somebody else's husband. But the cat's out the bag. The tower done fell. Something wasn't stable to begin with. I feel like somebody made decisions based off their heart and not off of practical matters. They weren't being practical. They weren't in tune to reality. They were only in their emotions. You know what I'm saying? They were only into their emotion. These emotional affairs. This person was lacking practicality, like just totally in their emotions. You have the Sun card. Something is being revealed. This is self-realization. This is also the ego of self. Ego. It's like you need to become conscious, and stop getting in your goddamn emotions. You know what I mean? And you need to become consciously aware. Also, you need to let the past go. Step into a new consciousness. Because like I said, that tower bringing down illusions. It's bringing down a sense of self, of who you thought you were, or these emotions. Because with the Lovers, it's choices. It's about choices. Even the Emperor is about making decisions. I mean, maybe you made the wrong decisions when it came to love. Because you just too much in your emotions. Like, this shit got to come down. It could be an unfortunate one, or it's just your ego. You're going through a rebirth. You have Three of Pentacles, which is good. You know what I mean? Now it's like you need to build relationships from the ground up. This shit got to be teamwork. And it needs to be realistic, and everybody needs to be on board. So again, maybe with your career wise, you weren't doing things that were aligned with your heart. You were doing things just for the money. So maybe you come in and you want to free yourself from this shit. You want to be happy. So you may start your own business, maybe something at home. Some of y'all, again, are needing to come out of your emotions so you can have a self-realization, so you can go through a rebirth. Again, maybe you're holding on to somebody else's husband, or your husband was in a love affair. That shit may come out. Maybe you and this person may be discussing it, but maybe somebody's going to come and tell you. But I honestly feel it's more of somebody needing to stop being passive and start putting in work and doing things that they love. Doing things that you love, but at the same time being practical and being able to make decisions. This could also be dealing with your reputation of self, of your first house and your fourth house, how people see you. So you may be inventing yourself all over again, and whoever you're presenting yourself to be in this Three of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to be confident in the things you know. I feel like whatever you didn't know, like you really didn't know, that shit has to be wiped away. Like, let go of who you used to be and step into who you are meant to be now. It's just that your emotions, like that's when the top's coming down. You need to be more serious too. You need to be more serious when it comes to work and what it is you want to do. You may thrive in something that makes you happy, you know what I mean? Which makes sense, do the things you love. It would never feel like a job, but it will still lay down the groundwork. You'll be able to lay down the groundwork because you enjoy it, I don't know, something about, I don't know, maybe you felt like your husband was cheating. I don't know. But he's just busy with work, there was no bad news. It's just like he could have there could be some temptation around him, but I feel like he may have self-control over that. And he is just working, you know what I mean? And you don't have to dig so deep into it, but anywho, this is, what I feel is that somebody's needing to, they're stepping into a new them, their new perception, a new ego, a new confidence. It's something from the past that needs to be broken down so it could be built back up. And I feel like a lot has to do with somebody keep making decisions based off their heart. This time, I feel like it's nothing wrong with leading with your heart, but you also have to make it. Sometimes you have to be practical and realistic here. In order for you to have this Three of Pentacles, in order for you to have stability, you have the Justice card at the bottom. This is about bringing logic and reason, cause and effect, and doing what's right. This time around, making better decisions and being responsible. So I feel like in the past you may have not been responsible, so that's probably why none of the relationships or none of these jobs or the businesses you wanted to start never worked. And maybe you get a realization of that. You may have to have lessons. You may have to go through some type of trial and error with that. But I feel like at the end, you will get the audience. You will be able to start something. And you will get the support you need. But remember, everything comes with responsibility. You need to be, use logic and reason. You may need to use your head over your heart this time around. So that's what I'm seeing for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.